a situation where you're comparing two or more suppliers against each other. And you can do it in a multitude of ways. You can do something as simple as what we call an RFQ, a request for quote. The only thing that's really going to distinguish one supplier from another at this point is pricing. You know everybody is capable. They can do what you want. Whoever can come in with the best price, they're the winner. Or you may be running a more complex RFP process, which is a request for proposal, where you're looking for different categories. You may be weighing somebody against capability, technical capability, what is their experience in the industry, risk, what risk are you trying to mitigate? Of course, pricing always plays a role. There are various things that you would look for in an RFP process. So you think about, how am I going to score these suppliers? How am I in an RFP process? Again, when you keep telling me I have to select one supplier, how am I going to get there? Again, we can't say it enough. It's all driven based on your scope. I know we sound like we're preaching to the choir. We keep repeating ourselves. It is all very scope driven. Because a lot of times I will have my nice friends in HR say, you know what, Gwen, let's use the last bid evaluation criteria that we did last time. No, it should be customized based on your scope. I often use what I call a weighted algorithm. So I've got different categories, and I assign associated weights with those categories. But think about that. Do a calibration between your bid evaluation criteria and the scope that we keep talking about. Because oftentimes they don't necessarily align, and they've got to align because you've got to put the right information in a bid package in order to do the appropriate bid evaluation. So let's look at this illustration as an example. This would look like something I would use in a bid process. So here I've got 5 categories. Each of them have assigned weights to them. Again, there's nothing magical about these categories. They should, again, align with your scope. The one thing I would caution you on when you're putting together your bid evaluation criteria is I personally wouldn't go beyond 5 categories. And the reason I say that is you can see here with just 5, the highest weight here I've got is 30%. If you start getting more than 5 categories, then the weighting really doesn't become meaningful, and it becomes more and more difficult to distinguish one supplier from another. Again, sometimes you may not even evaluate somebody based on pricing right away. You may hold pricing off till maybe you get to your finalist stage. Basically, what I want to do is qualify suppliers and assess capability, whether, again, it's technical, experience, etc.